Hi guys, it's Saturday, August 29th. I don't know the date anymore. Anyway, I'm on my exposure walk. It's my first one since Monday, maybe. The walk part, anyway. This week kind of hit me hard with sinus. I don't know if it was because of the smoke. I'm in Southern California, so the smoke was kind of bad, and pollen count. I have sinus issues. Anyway, it got me down. Like, I had vertigo, throwing up, stuff like that. So yesterday I went back out driving, and today it's gorgeous morning. I think it's still morning. And so I decided to go for my walk. I've been out for about 25 minutes. I've been listening to the Anxious Truth podcast. Just Drew answering people's questions, and it's been helping a lot. I don't do it the entire time because I do believe that I need to take that break and not be focused on the podcast, but rather, walk with my anxiety, walk with my feelings with this exposure. So I'm on this trail. It's gorgeous. Here are the Santa Monica Mountains, and this is the other side of the trail. And so I'm just out for a walk for about 40 minutes, and the sunshine feels so good, and I know that's good for my body. So I wanted to come on and kind of, hopefully not to make you guys nauseous walking and talking, but I think, I think getting back to do these things alone, because I was walking with my husband because he's working from home, so we take like twice a day small walks together, and without my paying attention to it, it kind of catapulted me back to I'm scared to walk by myself. So now I'm just doing it on my own. And it's not about if I want to or how I'm feeling about it. It's rain or sunshine. Getting my shoes on and just going. If all you can do is walk to your mailbox, walk to your mailbox. I think walking helps, period, with my anxiety. So I think it's important to do so. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good Saturday, and I will see you guys starting on Monday. I'm going to be doing my driving exposure live on Instagram on Moments with Dominica account. So if you want to follow me there, that's fine. But other than that, I think this will be good. I do the driving exposure once a day and the walking exposure once a day. I think it will be awesome if you guys can join me on there, and just know that you're going to have good days and you're going to have bad days, and that doesn't matter. It matters that you were consistent, that you completed it, and not attach feelings to it. So have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye. Hi guys, it's August 31st, 2020. It's Monday. This is my exposure drive. So I'm in my driveway. So the first thing I do is I breathe. I focus on my breathing. Despite of what I'm feeling, I have to focus on my breath. Not attach any feelings to it. So take 5 deep breaths in, hold for 1 second, and exhale for 6 seconds. So this is basically what I've been doing. Sit with the feeling of uneasiness. I did my walk this morning. You can go and check that out on Moments with Dominica on Instagram. I went live. I'm gonna try to do that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, either driving or walking. just take you along with it. So let's go and do this drive. Now I have no idea, like I don't plan my routes when I go on these drives. It's just a check mark. I'm trying not to attach feelings to or have expectations of the outcome of my exposure. The whole thing, it's called Surrender Project for a reason, because I have to surrender to my intrusive thoughts and feelings and my expectations and my ego. I'm at a stoplight. But yeah, it's a difficult thing, and I'm taking you on this journey with me, and just want to let you know that this is not where everyone is at. This is not a starting point for everybody by any means. You can be farther along, or you can be, your goal could be just to get out of the house. I think that's important to say, because I get that. I've been in this journey with my anxiety and panic disorder for 14 years. It's been up and down, and the COVID time unfortunately catapulted me backwards. And so I'm not saying, woe me. It's just I'm moving forward. I know what works best for me. But if your problem is getting out of the house, then go into my Fear Ladder video on YouTube. It's Moments with Dominica on YouTube, my channel, and download it and make a plan, make a goal, reach out. Please comment and reach out if you are stuck or struggling. I just know for me, this is the best way that works for me. And yeah, I just want to take you guys along. Know that my anxiety is not any different than many people's. I have intrusive thoughts all the time. I get, all the feelings, dizzy, feel like throwing up, the fear response basically. And I've been listening to Drew on the Anxious Truth podcasts, and in a way it has, I don't want to say comforted, but reaffirmed it to me that I'm not the only one that deals with this. And I believe this time that we're in, as crazy as it is, we have to support each other. We have to reach out. To me, silence and not fixing what I can control is the most detrimental. Is that a word? You guys will get to know me. I don't know fancy words. But I think it's important to do this surrender project for me, because I want to get better. I want to keep moving forward with my life. I have 3 smaller children, and I want to be able to do things with them and go places with them. Now, this is funny. Not funny, haha, but interesting. The last 2 weeks I've been picking routes, and for some reason there is construction. It's like another little thing to throw at you. You might get stuck. Yes, I'm coming. We're going slow. Anyway, so I think it's important for me to do the exposure work, because I have to no, I don't have to, but I want to get better. I want to be able to go to the beach with my kids. I want to be able to travel with my husband. I want to be able to go and visit my friends and meet people. And I feel like I'm not going to call this a setback, because I don't. Is it a setback? Probably, yeah. But it's not a setback in the sense that I'm worse off somehow. It's just my brain got used to the comfort of having my family at home and not having to do things on my own. And to tell you the truth, I wasn't even aware that's what was happening. And when I realized that's what was happening, I got so hard on myself, and I'm like, well, you failed. You knew, you should have known. And that's a human response, you guys. But staying in that place is very scary to me, because I know how I respond and how I can spiral into a place that I don't need to be at. I have many things to be grateful for, to be okay with, and that's where we're at. So I decided that I'm gonna go and drive by Target. I haven't been to Target since before COVID started back in March. I don't know if I'm gonna go in. See, we'll find out. I don't know if I can go in. Do I have a mask? I do have a mask. So yeah, one day at a time. Focus on staying present, and there are things like breathing and things like having a plan that can, I don't want to say make it easier, but be more prepared for when I am in a panic mode, or when I do experience anxiety. Because this whole thing is not to be over anxiety or to fix anxiety or to get rid of it. It's to live my life despite of it. I have accepted it long time ago that it's probably not going to go away. But it also does not have to rule my life. And I know that's a hard thing to accept. It took me years to accept that. But I'm here. I made it, you guys, and I know that there is hope. I know that I can do hard things, and it's not because I'm a stronger person, you guys. I believe each one of us is stronger. We just have to find our own way that works for us. So we're at Target. So I parked at Target. I'm excited, but I'm freaked out at the same time. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, do I go in? Should I go in? Let's do it. We're here. Here. I'm gonna put my mask on. You guys, I'm not pretty. Haven't taken a shower in 2 days. Greasy hair. Didn't even brush my teeth yet. But that doesn't matter. I'm here. This is not about how I look. This is not about how presentable I am. This has nothing to do with that. This is my check mark. This is my journey. And nobody can tell me how to do it, when to do it, and what way to do it. This is for me to figure out. And this is what's gonna start my day off right. So let's go. I'm gonna go in. I'll look at things, maybe buy things. I don't know. There's no plan. We're just going. So I might take you in. And here we go. Okay, you guys, I'm in the shoe department at Target. I made it. Hopefully you can hear me. So the surrender thing is that I have to surrender to the feelings, to the sensations that I have when I'm out. So I'm gonna stay here for 5 minutes and practice it. So we're at Target. They remodeled since I've been here last, and we're just here. We're sitting with it. I know it's hard. We can do it. Okay, you guys, we did it. bought a quilt, and we're just leaving Target. I had a mask on. Oh, definitely was not expecting to do it, but felt like I had the push to do it, so we did it. I know it's not about feeling, but you also have to know how much is too much. So we're getting back in the car and going home. Bye. Okay. Heading home. Okay. Definitely a little bit strange to be out and about. Your mind, well, my mind, keeps on yelling like, it's not safe, it's not safe. Where I know I'm safe. Our Target got remodeled, so it looks so different and everything is relocated. So my mind just kept on, wanting to be distracted, but I had to retrain my focus to just bring it back to present. The way to do that is focus on my breath, focus what's in front of me, and that's kind of what I did. And now we're just heading home. I stayed there about 15 minutes at Target. Now we're just gonna head back home. My kids are finishing up distance learning, and then we'll have lunch and I'll take a shower. So I want to encourage you guys that you don't have to look a certain way or be prepared, or I think that's like a trap I set myself up for before, like, oh, I have to get up and get dressed and get ready and then I'll do my exposure. But the reality was I took a shower, and while I was in the shower I was thinking about my exposure and I got worn out. By the time I was ready to get in a car, I felt like I had nothing in me. And so you're like, where do I start then? The reality is you just start. You start where you're at. This is my primary goal every single day. Therefore, that's what I start with, because I know I did my exposure walk, I did my breathing, I did my relaxation scan, I did the driving, and I got my check mark. And it has nothing to do with how I look. And I don't know if that's important to you. I have nothing against it, obviously. But for me, it's like the last thing on my mind. This is what works for me. So now we're just going home. And we're gonna get some lunch going. And I'll be good. I'll feel like my day is accomplished and I got my check mark, and therefore it's a successful day. I know we're not supposed to label things, but I want you guys to see the difference why it's not important for me to label things. It's because once I label them, then I attach a feeling like, oh, it was a good day because I accomplished it. There's gonna be days where I'm just gonna be panicking the entire time. I also don't want to focus on that and label it as a failure, because the fact is I did it. And that's what counts. It's not how I feel during, it's did I accomplish it? The more you do it, the more repetitions you do, the more you retrain your memory muscle, your mind. So it's all about consistency. And as much as I'd like to, get on a pedestal and preach about consistency, it's the hardest thing for me to accomplish. So I get it. It's definitely not easy, but it's doable because I have broken them down into small, tiny steps every single day. So if your steps are just to do the breathing and focus on the breathing and sitting at home with the breathing, that can be your goal. It's okay to have different goals. It's okay. We're all at different stages. Like I said, this is 14 years into this journey. So I kind of have understood myself a little bit more and what I'm capable of and how hard I can push myself. If that's your starting point and you don't know how far you can push yourself, then you need to learn that for yourself. Nobody else can learn that for you, because this is your thing. And I think, like I said, we all can do hard things. I have note about it. If you need support, then please reach out and get support. Comment on my messages or texts or comments, or get on Instagram and comment or direct message me. But I think that's so important to have the support, and you also have to be careful who you trust that part of your life with, because as much as I would love it to be like a family member, I need somebody that I can who knows me well enough to push me without having this, like a safety thing. I don't want people to protect me. I want them to know me and push me. So I had a discussion with my husband and what words he should use to encourage me and what words he shouldn't be using to encourage me. And because he's my husband, he is part of my family. So it's a hard thing. There's so many components to this, and it sounds maybe too simple, at the same time too overwhelming. I get that, because it's a journey that you have to find by yourself what works for you. And that's okay to tell people how to speak to you during these times. You have to open your mouth and tell them what you want, how you want it done, and what will be productive. I don't want somebody sitting next to me and saying, "Good job, Dom, you're doing it." My 6-year-old does that, and as cute and adorable as that is, I appreciate it. I love it. It doesn't help me. My husband doesn't ask me how my daily exposure things that I do, how they went. I just tell him, he just says, "Good job." That's it. I did it. Good job. So I had to teach him, and I had to communicate that to him, that it's important to me that you speak to me this way, or this is how you can encourage me, and these are the words to use to encourage me, and these are the words not to use. So it's a communication and trust thing, because it is so personal. This journey is very personal and very vulnerable and I don't mind doing this online, because I'm almost 42, and honestly, I have come to the time in my life where I'm like, dude, I don't care what you think about me. Honestly, I mean, I do. Obviously, I don't want to disappoint people, but that's not my number one focus in the morning, is how can I please other people when I get up. It's just not. And if you think that's selfish, cool, you do you, bud, but that's not how I live my life. So we made it home. Thank you for coming with me. Thank you for your support. Thank you for my subscribers. To me, I don't care how many likes or subscribers I have, but I'm very grateful for the ones that I do have and that are encouraging me. I truly do appreciate, and I'm grateful for you. So thank you, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.